Let's play the Ravenna video, and then let's bring our guests on while that's playing.
Okay, we're...
Just gotta find it, Kinsey.
I gotta find it. I don't have names anymore.
Scrolls.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello, friends.
Oh,
Howdy.
Oh,
What's
goodbye,
going on?
Tim.
Where'd Tim go? You lost him.
Yeah,
he
he
says device is
decided
not
he
connected.
didn't wanna
Well,
be
Tim's a great promoter, but I think he sucks at technology. I'm just going to throw that out there. But he's a hell of a promoter. He puts on a great show. So it's all good. Ron Stone, Kenzie, when she saw you and Kyle get on, she's like, do they know it's Monday, not Tuesday?
we take all our time we can get.
It's all good. Well, you have 17 minutes, so go to town, boys. Hey, Logan, this is an easy interview because you got the voice of the Outlaws.
These guys know what to do.
Jason, I was just going to say, Kyle is the 2, I'm the B, and it's Tim McEwen.
Tim McEwen, and he's back. Tim is back. Tim, can you hear us? Tim, don't.
I can hear you.
That's perfect. You look great. You look absolutely.
You don't have
fantastic.
you don't have a video, do you?
No, but it's okay. You look fantastic. We got Ron. He's got the pretty hair. It's all good. So.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? I'm not really good at this. I got my daughter helping me.
No, as long as we can hear you and Kyle and Ron can ask you questions, this will be the best 17 minutes of your life. I promise.
Okay. I need some good minutes in my life.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Ron, take over, buddy.
Hey, man, we're excited. We are absolutely jacked about Ravenna, Nebraska this weekend. We're going to kick off one heck of a season. 43 events this year, 53 sessions of pulling. Going to be huge. And I can't believe we're already just a few days away from the first pull of the season.
Yeah, it came real fast. Last I knew, we were in Louisville watching some tractor pulling. We had some other stuff going on, and we're going to Ravenna this weekend. I'm excited.
Yeah, Jason, you said it was going to be 80 and sunny, sunny and 75, I think, is what we're shooting for. Sunny.
Oh, I was just making it up because I hate when I see comments. Because I am the ultimate truck and tractor puller promoter for making it rain. I am known in Richland Center, Wisconsin. It cannot rain for 2 months, and I have a tractor pull and it rains. So, and Ravenna's been, we've had some tough luck the last couple of years, and I'm hoping we're going to break that spell. We got our Ravenna poster up there. It's just a heck of a pull. It's just a heck of a pull. So,
and I'm looking at my weather app now, and it's already looking better than it did last night at this time for Ravenna. It literally says sunny and 80 on Saturday.
I like it.
Well, that sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, I like it. Tim, are people excited in Ravenna to kick off the Outlaw season? What's been going on for you guys?
Well, I've been busy the last month trying to get this thing going. It just ain't me. We got a lot of good guys on our committee. We was down there last week and worked. We got a big storm coming through here tonight. Supposed to jump 1 to 2 inches of rain. We'll see what happens. It looks like it's fizzling, but you never know what's going to happen. And then they're talking rain on Thursday, and your forecast is wrong because they're talking scattered showers on Friday and Saturday now. So we'll see what happens.
Tim.
Depends on what weather app you're looking at.
Yeah, Ron, we got to talk to Tim about these weather reports before he comes live on the podcast. So.
Yeah, hype that.
I aim for the worst and hope for the best.
Marty Samuelson, the unofficial mayor of the Ravenna Tractor Pull, he's been watching Outlawed Live for 5 years, and the podcast has only been on for 4, and it's great to have him on here. Well, no, Ron, he's one of our super fans on Outlawed Live. So.
He absolutely is. We have a lot of those. Super fans on there. No, it depends on what app you look at, and still in the Midwest, that's a long ways out yet.
Yep.
For to be looking at the weather, and anybody who lives in the Midwest knows that. So, we're optimistic, and we're going to Ravenna regardless. And I think this is the year we're going to get both nights in, and we're going to have a heck of a kickoff to the season here this weekend.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for. Make it all work this weekend.
Yep. taking a look at the app, we've got, several classes starting to fill up. There's going to be more. We're early in the week on that. So, for those of you that are interested in what we're running, check out the app, and we'll keep updating that.
Yeah, just remember there's still a lot of pullers that have not signed in yet as well. So we're trying to encourage them to get signed in. We know some people that are coming that haven't signed in yet, so we're trying to encourage them to do so. So don't get discouraged if you look at the app and you don't see your favorite puller on there, because chances are they probably just haven't signed in yet.
Yes.
Ron,
So I
with
guess
11
this one's here for you, Tim. What do you got left to do before the event? I mean, is track work coming along and vendors are ready, or how's things coming?
Well, I got all the speakers ready to go yesterday, and everything sounds good. We're trying to do something different with the crow's nest. We bought another condex. We're going to try to get it put on top and make it look a little safer, look a little nicer. And I don't know if we'll get that done. But we just otherwise just getting the safety, our banners up, and it's just little stuff is where we're at right now. So it's coming along really good.
Tim, how long have you been promoting this event in Ravenna?
Well, how long's the Outlaws been here?
A long time.
30 years?
Yeah.
Kyle, text your dad really quick. We need to ask Fred.
I remember tractor pulling there when I was in high school. So we'll just.
Oh man, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. I remember Kyle since he's been a little guy.
Yeah,
So
it's a long-standing pull, and the one thing I can tell you about Ravenna, and we talked a little bit about rain and things like that, that if there's one place that I've ever been, that if there's been some rain, that they will pull that pull off, that Ravenna is one of those locations. So don't let any of that scare any of you off if you're worried about that.
So we talked rain and past events. Are there any events that do come to mind where they've pulled off something kind of out of the hat trick on there's a big rain right before and we pulled it out? Any big stories?
well, I don't know how long ago it was, but we had a cat dozer and a couple of road graders, and we pushed that off till like 10 o'clock in the night, all the mud, and then we pulled till like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Now we're getting older. When we were kids, that was okay.
Right.
But
last year we were rained out on Friday night.
Yep.
And you guys jumped on it and got the track ready, and we pulled on Saturday night.
Yeah, we worked our tails off on Saturday. Brought sand in, gravel, everything we could do to dry everything out to make it work.
Yep. So I've never been to Ravenna because that's just not kind of our neck of the woods where we venture. But say from a first-time fan's perspective, what are some things to look for this year that's been different than years past, or just in general?
Well, first of all, we bring the best equipment in the world in at our place. And people enjoy that type of equipment. I have people still tell me, well, how many hooks do you have? Who's coming in? And I says, you don't know any of these people, but I says, they'll bring a hell of a show to you. And, I'm hoping for 100, 110 hooks. And I know we're the first pull of the year. I know equipment's a little light because a lot of guys aren't ready or still trying to plant or whatever they're doing. But I still think we put on a hell of a show. I mean, them guys that bring equipment in here are just unreal.
Yeah, the stakes are a little higher this year, Tim, and I just wanted to mention that the Holganics Midwest Summer Sweep starts in Ravenna.
Yeah, it does.
Series within a point series, and there are 10 classes involved in that sweep. There's $80,000 up for grabs, by the way. 10 hooks for each of those 10 classes. 9 of those 10 classes begin the sweep Friday night and Saturday night in Ravenna. So if the pullers are going to take advantage and they want to be part of that sweep, they're going to be at Ravenna, Nebraska. So yeah, the stakes are high for those pullers if they want to get in and get a piece of that $80,000.
And they're a sponsor for us too. So I appreciate what they're doing for us.
Oh yeah, excellent sponsor, Organics Midwest, and that sweep is just awesome. You know, we had it last year, and they more than doubled, what they were doing last year, and it really is going to draw some pullers out when they can pull for two different point series basically, and they don't conflict with each other. They're basically going to be pulling for two different series of points this weekend, and at all the Organics Midwest pulls. So they're pulling for Case IH, Thunder the Dirt Outlaws points for the whole season, then those 10 hooks with the Organics Midwest Summer Sweep. So there's some money up there, up for grabs, and the pullers just got to show up and hit those hooks if they want to get a piece of that chunk of that change.
You know, we put a lot of work into this, but it's all said and done. I know a lot of the pullers, and I like visiting with on Friday and Saturday, and it just kind of makes the weekend really special.
Tim, you have a lot of local pullers that live out there by you, right?
Well, yeah, we lost. Rod Pasoda sold his tractor last year, which was kind of sad because Rod, he pulled for what, 40 years, but he sold his tractor. But yeah, otherwise, yes, we got a lot of tractors out in this part of the country.
Like Ron or Kyle, who would consider Ravenna their hometown pull? Like, does Gary Barrett, is that kind of one of the names that jumps out at me? Or
Gary Barrett, Bill Barrett, Keith Keyshaw, he pulls with it. Even Kyle Petch calls Ravenna his hometown pull.
Yep, that one would be mine. Greg Jagger.
Greg Jagger, he's pulling the old Wampus Cats. So, and he follows the circuit really well. I think he's after, at his age, he's after the big one, and I hope he gets it one of these years.
He definitely has the potential.
He was right there last year.
Yep. He had some. I think he had some problems at the tail end of the year, kind of hurt him a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, Kyle, this is your hometown pull. What's the best you've ever done at Ravenna? Because we know that's the hardest one to win.
I won both nights one year in 2010.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So no, we've always had some pretty good luck out there. You start to say a hometown pull, and once in a while that isn't the luckiest thing for most bowlers, but we have had some good luck.
I can tell you a story about Kyle.
Please do.
He was pulling down in Gibbon when they used to have their July 4th pull, and his skid plates on the back of his tractor, the chain caught it and flipped it on its side. Remember that?
Yep, the very first time in a turbine tractor going down the track.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Right in front of us.
I don't know if I buy that skid plate excuse, though. I'm not sure that's it.
Well, they used to have them on the back, but when they got too high in the air, they would stop it, or for not going back anymore.
Right.
Yeah, it was a combination. Back when the sleds were starting to kind of change a little bit and run a little bit free at about 100 foot and so, and I was just a little crossway in the track, and next thing you know, it's on its side.
Yeah.
Ron, as the voice of the Outlaws, and I know you do a lot more, but everybody knows you as the announcer of the Outlaws. What does Ravenna mean to the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association, and what are some of your fondest memories over the years on the mic there, big guy?
It's kind of just become the season opener for us. This is the one that starts the madness of the summer pulling season for the Outlaws, and it's cool that we can start it all off. And of course, the sweep this year adds to that excitement. But I mean, everybody's kind of got the butterflies. Everybody's raring to go, and Ravenna is just it's the kickoff of the season. I will tell you, the last 2 years haven't been the greatest for us. I mean, Saturday night last year was awesome, but after getting rained out completely the year before, when it rained us out Friday night, we're like, oh boy, here we go again. But it's cool. We've done some things on Thursday night at the R Bar there in Ravenna, and some pullers have been gracious enough to pull their vehicles up there, and for people coming down the main street there can see those vehicles and stop and hang out, and everybody hangs out at the R Bar, and just to get the weekend started. But like Tim said, hanging out with the pullers in the pit area, after the pull, and everybody knows the Outlaw organization is just one big family. It's always fun to hang out and eat with all the pullers afterwards, and it's just that whole family atmosphere to brings you back home. The first pull of the season there in Ravenna.
So what was-
Audio issues.
No, I don't think. Do we?
Go ahead, Tim.
Are
I
you
can hear
talking
you.
to us?
No, I was trying to mute myself to let you guys talk. My bad. Sorry.
Okay.
We weren't on.
Yeah, Ron, I'm gonna be quiet for 4 more minutes. So.
All right, buddy. Sorry.
No.
No.
So you guys mentioned Holganics and their miniature point series that you're running. Who are some other sponsors that are helping put this event on, Tim?
Oh, some of our major sponsors.
Yeah.
You know, we got like 84 sponsors that go from $500 up to $5,000 to help promote this. And you know, like last year, you know, we got rained out,
Yep.
and we made. I'll be honest with you, we bought rain out insurance, and we got some money, and it helped us keep this poll going. You know, and last year, and we felt bad the previous year. Everybody drove out here. We didn't give him much, but we gave him something out of that purse or that money last year to help pay for some expenses coming up here.
Yeah.
And I hope they appreciate that. And we did what we could do. I mean, I know we can't control the weather up here, and I feel bad. But I'm hoping everything goes good this weekend. You know, a lot of these guys drive a long ways, and I appreciate what they do. And we'll do our best to get it pulled off.
Yeah, I'm glad
Awesome.
you brought that up, Tim. I forgot all about that. I'm glad you brought that up.
So, like I said, it wasn't much, but it was something, and I hope they appreciated it. I mean, it might have bought them 500 miles of fuel, but it was better than nothing.
Yeah. Something to at least help them get on home.
Yeah. So, but like I said, we'll try our best. We'll make it work, and you know, if we get some rain showers on Friday, Saturday afternoon, we don't. As long as I got a crowd, we'll pull. We'll pull.
Yep. And this might be a question for you, Ron, but is there any big headlining stories coming in? Any new tractors coming out that are going to be debuted? Anything big?
There is a new pro stock that will be there this weekend. The one out of Rock Valley, Kurt Koima and Dave Rosaboom. The Pro Rock. I'm not sure what they're going to call it yet, but
Well, he's not pulling Serpent Farm anymore.
no, they still have the Super Farm, but they have the Pro stock now.
Well, they got a pro stock too.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, Big 5-0 Pro, and I seen that the Van Beeks got their tractor painted up. It's looking gorgeous. The Extreme Pleasure tractor. The Wagers out of Oklahoma will be here. They're going to chase points the whole season this year in pro stock. So that's a couple tractors that the pro stock pullers have to contend with. They haven't normally had to contend with in the points race as far as the points go, and those are two tough tractors. So that pro stock race could get even closer than it was last year.
So in this last minute or so we got here, let's just go around the table. What's some of the best memories or fondest times that you guys have had out here and some good stories?
I want to go first. In 2023, I committed to run Outlaw Points in 4.1, and my dad got what?
It was in 22.
Oh yeah, because we didn't run in 23.
Yeah.
Because we were broken.
Yep.
In 22, and my dad drove Friday night, and he laid one out there, and I thought we were going to win the damn thing, and then Padax came and snipped him there at the end. And I thought, here we go, we're off to a good start. And then I drove it Saturday night and got like last. So that was I learned to let my dad drive my tractor, Logan, after that, and I'm currently continuing to do that today. So it's all good.
It
and
seems to be the other way around with our
night.
stuff.
What's that, Logan?
It seems to be the other way around with our stuff.
Well, that's because you're not as humble as I am, Logan. Someday, young Miyagi, you'll be as humble as Jason Schultz. So. All right, Kyle, your turn.
Hey, well, back in 14, we built a new tractor at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We fired it up for the first time, took it to Ravenna. took it down track and got second with it. So that's another good memory.
Yep, I like it.
Yeah, I think for me, I don't have any specific memory that stands out in my mind, but I think last year maybe all the work that went into the track all day Saturday, getting it ready after that rain Friday night, and we were able to pull off an amazing pull on Saturday night after that rain. That's probably the best memory from Ravenna for me.
Awesome.
There's been a lot of memories for me, but Barron's last year when he hooked in that class of years, Kyle,
Yeah.
he could have pulled that to the next county if they wouldn't have shut him down.
That was a right time, right place, right hook, right everything. That was a very impressive run.
I'd never seen nothing like that before up there.
Yeah.
I remember that, Kyle, because that was always how much should we, let the turbine guys have? And I remember you looked at Kurt, and Kurt looked at you and said, "Uh-oh."
Like I said, everything was perfect. We're still chasing that run.
Yeah, I was down in that corner when he come down there. That was kind of scary.
Yeah.
No,
I was going to say, Tim, by the way, the Pasota tractor is signed up, so Kurt Paulson, he will be there.
He will be there. Okay. Is he still called? He's still called the Crazy Horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. No, good stuff. Well, guys, we got a busy show tonight. We really appreciate you coming on, Tim. Thanks for letting us be part of your event again. Ken's going to be out Thursday with all the live streaming equipment. Kyle, Ron, appreciate you guys coming on. I know, Tim, jump on Outlawed Live again tomorrow night. We're going to continue to pound social media all week for you. Pullers, if you're going to Ravenna, put it on your Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, Instagram, whatever you use, and let the fans know that Ravenna, Nebraska, Anavar Park, and is the place to be June 6th and 7th. And Anavar Park is Ravenna backwards for all you history buffs out there. So there you go.
Your Jeopardy fact of the day.
Jeopardy fact of the day. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Ron. Bye, Kyle. Bye, Tim.
Thanks.
We're going to go from Nebraska to Ohio. Now, Logan, you actually know this promoter, right?